Welcome back to the Reddy Review. This is Zora Lou, the comedy vixen, aka Money Baby XO, one half of the Beantown Babies. What's going on, Reddy Beats?
Hey, you know what's up.
All right, man, pull up, Reddy. So, what we got going on today? What's the first topic?
First topic, we got to talk about Bandcamp. I'll be slacking on my Bandcamp. You know what I'm saying? My Ready Beats page, that one's getting better, but I got to work on my Pull Up Ready page. So basically, Bandcamp, everybody should be up there because a lot of times they'll put your music in the Bandcamp player. So, somebody hear your stuff, they might like your stuff, they might buy your stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, they can pay whatever they want to pay for your music. So it's a great platform to be on for sure. Because basically, put your album up there, put your single up there. Make sure you got your tags up there. Make sure everything is looking good because they can find your music easy.
Hmm. Bandcamp. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
let's get into the more juicier topic. All right. I know music industry like to pick on topics where it helps the indie artists get some insight. Like I guess
yeah.
it's the insight before the fame. So
hmm
come on with it. Tell me what's good.
My topic is relationships in the music business. When should you be in a relationship? How do
Now,
you feel about that? First of all, let me get your opinion before I step in and say what I
so
got to
there's
say.
multiple levels of relationships in the industry. Are we talking about intimacy? Are we talking about your manager? Are we talking about any type of endorsements? How deep are we talking relationships right now?
Intimacy, boyfriend, girlfriend, your partner, whatever your soulmate, whatever you think they are to you. How do you think it's gonna affect you with your music career?
So, being that we grew up before the social media stages, right?
hmm
I normally would look at something like, oh, yeah, that's a publicity stunt, or that's, what it's going to be, or if they make it past this thing, if I see a kid pop out, or if they lovey dovey
hmm
on the red carpet, I got my own views. But if someone was to look at something now, it's because your brand is tied to whoever you're tied to.
hmm
And some people have faced backlash for whatever their spouses or their partners or whoever they're dating has done. But me personally, when is it necessary or when should you date? Honestly, it I don't know what to tell you. I know for a fact that if I was to date someone, it would have to been because it ain't even opportunity. If I know it's legit,
hmm
if I know it's legit. But
So,
I don't want to date nobody where I'm gonna lose some endorsement or they're gonna dig us some dirt on them or they got a bad past or whatever. And I'm like, no, they changed or whatnot. I mean,
yeah,
it gotta be something where I'm worth like, okay, I'm attached to this person. But it
mm,
can't be a reflection of my music though. I cannot let anybody I date reflect how my music is. I just don't know at this point. And I don't know. I don't know. You gotta give me an example because allegedly there's some relationships that I've seen that I would like. Oh, go down the list. Like, yeah, this person almost lost it all because of this person. But I
hmm
think people going to edit. They say love wins, so it's ways around it. You know what I mean?
love wins until they getting half of your check
Yeah, yeah,
and getting spousal support.
yeah. This
So
is true.
my
Now, are
thing,
you saying artists dating other artists or artists dating anybody in the industry from music to whoever has like some type of A to C list status?
all right, let me break down. The first step is, all right, you're an artist and you dating somebody that's not in the industry. They're not
Mm-hmm.
gonna understand your schedule, first of all. They're not
Mm-hmm.
gonna understand you're gonna be in the studio with other people. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they're gonna want to be there with you, but when they're there with you, they might want to put they might put their input onto your situation. Or they might get jealous that you didn't introduce them to somebody, or you know what I'm saying, what's going on right here? Why they smiling at you? You know what I'm saying? This is like that's just the beginning of it.
So this is
A
more
come
into
up.
a trust or is it going to turn into a hostile toxicity relationship because this person is
Yeah.
insecure, right?
Are they gonna become your manager? Where they making all the decisions for you, or they don't want you doing no sexy songs? I've been in a situation where somebody said they ain't want to do no sexy songs,
See,
and I was like, "How you expect to sell if you ain't doing no sexy songs? 'Cause that's what it be sounding, especially if you singing R&B. You gotta sing some love songs."
I mean, if that's the case, they might as well go to gospel rap or something. Like, y'all better go do something, get y'all money. But I'm just
Hey,
trying to think because I mean, I remember one time, um, I guess somebody had a, I don't know, whatever type of deal they had, but then they ended up meeting a ball player and,
Mm-hmm.
you know, went lovey dovey, um,
It happens.
got the ring, baby,
Yeah.
whatever the case may be. And then music was nobody now. Like the career was
Mm-hmm.
like bye bye. You know what I'm saying? Like the money's so low,
It
I
happens.
don't care if I'm in debt. So
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, people gonna weigh their options, especially if they think they only got one or two songs, they gonna jump out the window. That's
Mm-hmm.
just that's just what it is. But honestly, I don't know if that's legit. But dude, are they crying like put me back out there? I ain't seen them in 10 years, bruh. They living good, they chilling, man.
Hey, they good. Some
They
of them,
good, you know. So I
hey,
mean,
they
you
get
gotta
to a
weigh your
certain level.
options.
Hey, a lot of time, I think a lot of time women, especially women, I know it's mostly for women because I'm saying they looking for security. They mindset is on security. So a lot of times they get popping just to be out there in the limelight, just to find somebody else. Sometimes it
I
happens.
mean, honestly, that does happen. And I think personally, some women aren't, if they feel like, oh, I could wake up and have this money without going through all the industry
Mm-hmm.
BS and all stuff like that, I think they're going to jump out the window to an opportunity like that. And then I think some
Mm-hmm.
people, they just was like, okay, I got someone who get into it and all they want me to do is come home and do this. I mean, honestly speaking, just like how I put it, maybe I don't think a dual career relationship lasts unless people are up on top of each other. Unless they always touring together. Somebody is not always gonna like
Mm-hmm.
not being here. But if they have the
Mm-hmm.
opportunity to be a certain place and don't have to go work, I think they're
Mm-hmm.
gonna be in that place.
I
But
got
now
you.
some people who became one hit wonders, had a kid, settled down, and then they had to jump back out here, write some lyrics and all that stuff like that. If they got an industry back where they could fit in with they credentials and stuff like that, I think it's cool. You know.
Okay.
And then sometimes a spare baby daddy and some twins might help your music career. You know what I'm saying?
It might.
You might
But
be able to connect with some of your audiences.
yeah, but what about my thing is what about like I had a discussion with somebody the other day. It was like I was like, oh no, they pregnant. Oh no, that ain't good for their career right now. They just about to pop. And they was like, what you mean? Why can't they have a child now? Why they can't have a child and have a career? I'm like, but they was right there on the cusp of being at the next level. Like you, that child might, you know what I'm saying? Your mindset might change after the child. You might be on lockdown.
Well, honestly speaking, I noticed a lot of people in the industry, even if they had kids, you wouldn't find out about it or how many or whatever, unless they had some
Mm-hmm.
gossip or whatever or had a strong fan base. But I think the labels aren't going to push motherhood on anybody. They don't want nurturing people out here selling music. Like they not promoting certain things. So I
Mm-hmm.
understand what a child can do, the body image, the downtime, get yourself
Mm-hmm.
together, get ready for tour. And then honestly, a chick, she undecided on whether she got somebody to take the baby on the road with her and watch the kid while she jumping around on stage or whatever the case may be. I think for a fact that does affect everything. If that
My
person
thing,
get married,
my issue was you about to make it. Like you popping right now. You over here touring, getting big shows. You about to make it, and
let
you
me
gonna
tell you
slow the
something.
process down right now?
But
Woo!
see, some people,
Close.
like we talked about, stopping one song away from your break, whatever, one outfit, one show, whatever, away from your break, one lyric, whatever, one missed opportunity, whatever. Some people are living in the moment. They're not living longevity.
I feel you.
And then, like, people are having relations with people that are already ahead because some people just predators. So, of course, they trying to get a baby out the next top whoever.
True.
They try to tag them first, but somebody else tagged them. I mean, you see,
They want the
whoever they
first check.
dating, yeah, whoever they dating ain't looking at it long term. They not looking at it long term. They're like,
Mm-hmm.
oh well, you're gonna get there, but right now it's me and you tonight. Like it's so many days in a year that could be your year, but
Mm-hmm.
day 364 is your day, but you done messed up the rest of the days. They not waiting on that one day that year.
Yeah, what happens?
And these people just reckless, man. Just reckless.
Yeah,
They don't care about
but
age, no nothing.
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, we could use an alleged direct example of a relationship that could affect somebody's career, but them are some secrets
shoot.
where our show's getting canceled.
Nah, so you can use my situation. Shoot, my situation rough right now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it happens. I had to take a step back, slow down.
I mean, this is true.
It
This is
happens.
true. But I mean, there's a lot of reasons why. I mean, how I put it? Children, raising families, and relationships, whatever in the industry, you have to have a solid support system because you can't really bounce around and come home and ain't got nowhere to lay your head. Come home and your
Mhm.
kids act like they don't know you, or come home and your spouse giving you a hard time, and you like, well, geez, you met me like this. You knew what I was
You knew
into.
what I was about. You know
You
how I was
know
moving.
this
Yep.
fast money or this big money comes with days I don't sleep, days I'm bouncing around. Oh, I just went to sleep at 4, but I definitely had to get back up at 8 o'clock. Like some
Mhm.
people aren't going to understand it because they didn't see that. They didn't see
Mhm.
you in the game. They saw you trying to knock on the door, still waiting your turn to get in the game. So I think some people don't understand what you're working towards. So that's why some women are like, okay, I'm pregnant, but they're keeping their kids, or the person they having sex with aren't, or in a relationship aren't thinking about them long term on what they want to do. They probably didn't
Mhm.
even visualize them as having a career
Mhm.
until they say you up. People like, oh, you still on the same level as me. You go
You ain't
out and
up
make
yet.
history. You go out, put on a show, whether it's one person in there or it's 500 people. You putting on the same show. People's like, no, till you do it full time, you just like us. So the
Basically.
vision ain't there until you know how they can touch you.
And then it's a problem then, because then it's like I'm gonna feel some type of way.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying? Back
you
then, you
won't
didn't
down.
want me.
Yeah, you won't shooting threes in the gym with me.
Man, it ain't even about being in the gyms. Folks, some folks ain't even doing ticket donations to see you. Like,
Hmm.
even if you can't get to a show, you gotta contribute something. Cause you
Something.
can't call me. I'm putting in this work, and I'm a couple of dollars to the bank. Call me like, yo, I know you know that bill, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't swipe for no swiper. Like, what's up?
But now one topic gonna be assets and liabilities. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about that later. But right
But
now,
see,
that's the
but
main
that's a
thing.
relationship in the industry too, because you
Hmm.
got to invest in the right person around you, regardless of it's a manager, somebody you dating, or trusting someone to work on your behalf of your brand.
Hmm.
The relationships is everything. Like, yeah, yeah. Like right now, if I date somebody and they got an attitude that I gotta go to a show and they want to go to the opera, I gotta choose the show because I'm like, well, geez, you spending $200 a head on the opera ticket, but did you give me 200 towards my dreams?
Hmm.
Cause you sitting right here all day, every day, just looking at me, melting away, you know? So no, I
Hmm.
get it. I get it. I think people, it's up and down. It's a gamble. Every time you try to date somebody or whatever you're gonna do in the industry, it's always a gamble. So any independent artist,
Yep.
protect your brand. Don't go public unless you're comfortable.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And if you
For
got friends
sure.
around you that want to leak all your business or whatever, they're not really your friends. And tell them at least make some money off of it. Tell them do both
Hmm.
y'all a favor. Make some money off of being messy.
No, for sure.
So anything else you want to add? So we got Bandcamp. Definitely connect on there and upload music, handle your
Yep.
business, get
Stay
paid, get
consistent.
tips.
Yep.
Probably get more money than these streams that you're getting. So
If you get popping, you
invest in your
definitely will.
time. Yeah,
Hmm.
invest your time. And other than that, be careful who you dating. Know what you want to do years from now. Matter of fact, prime example.
Hmm.
If you look up and somebody's like, man, where you want to be in 5 years, make sure that person is somebody you want to be with in 5 years. Make sure they got a plan for you. Start the question
Hmm.
off of that. Go back like you in grade school and they're like, so what do you think I'll be in 5 years? Hopefully employed, some kind of money making mission, okay? It ain't
Hmm.
necessarily about where you want to be. So anything you want to add ready before we close out?
Hey, ladies, put the box away. When you building, put the box away.
Man, if
Lock
they
it
ain't in the
away.
building
Keep it
fund, you
away.
got to go. You got to go.
Yeah,
If you ain't invested in the
yeah.
building for you guys to go when the collection plate go out. The money better hit the plate, bro.
Keep the
I'm
box
Zorlu, the
away.
Cardi Vixen, Money Baby XO, one half of the Beantown Babies. This is Pull Up Ready Beats. This is the Ready
Yep.
Review. So anything you want to add before we close out?
Nah, another good show. That's all.
All right, we'll see y'all next week. Peace.